Hello and welcome back, it's the Sniping Raccoon, and on this video I'm going to be talking about the different kind of playstyles that we all have, and specifically, are they affected, changed, or in other ways altered by the kind of game that we are playing. So the iteration of Call of Duty they're playing, or the iteration of Battlefield, or whatever other FPS takes your fancy at the time. Are they changed, or do you have an innate playstyle that you stick to throughout all genres of FPS? Before we go into that side of the commentary, I would like to say a thank you to Ruddy and Roughsack, because they did something with a tiny bit different with the final kill cam. So please stick around for that and let me know in the feedback below, in the comments below, what you thought of that little bit of extra bit. So now, onto the gameplay in hand. It's hardcore kill confirmed on Freight. I am using the Honey Badger just because I really can. It is a great little weapon for hardcore, fully with a silencer, nice rate of fire, good damage. So Call of Duties, I'm going to start with them first because I'm not that well versed in Battlefield. Now, we all know that they have the different kind of pacing, the map styles and everything else that will adapt how you kind of play the game. But your innate playstyle, is it a sniper, a run and gunner, a tactical shooter, an LMG user, and an assault rifle? Now, with the pro players, they all have their kind of name: Objective, Slayer, Campy McCamperpants, and you know what I mean. So do we all have that little inbuilt kind of playstyle that we'll stick to, whether we are fast reactions and we want to run around the map, whether we want to be methodical and aim down sights and basically pick off people as they're running around the map, or we have like hybrids, or the campers and the snipers who just want to sit in one place, the LMG target finders, you know what I mean. So does your playstyle change for each Call of Duty? You know, does the kind of weapons you use depend on the way that the game plays? Or do you always run to the same kind of weapon because that's just who you are? So leave me in the comments below what you think about that. For me personally, I was an SMG player in Black Ops 2. I tend to run some kind of SMGs in Ghost, but I'm more of an assault rifle player now because the Ghost playstyle allows me to play more in my comfort zone, more in my kind of wheelhouse, so to speak, when I can be methodical. I can basically, as you can see now, I'm just using like long lines, mid-range lines of sights to aim down sights, pick out where I'm going to be running, and then decide whether I want to run and gun, jump through a window, kill two people with one set of spray bullets, and just take them out that way. Ghosts allows me to do that. In Black Ops 2, I found that a little bit more difficult, and when I go back now and try and play that way, I still find myself having to go and play a bit more run and gun and kind of mix it up a little bit. And then I'm actually doing a lot better in Black Ops 2 because of it, because I've had this little bit of methodical bit in Ghost, being able to be careful, and of course being able to sound whore does enable you to be that little bit more careful and a bit more methodical. I've noticed this a lot since I've actually had the Xbox One, because now I've got a full headset setup that allows me to use it correctly to hear a lot of game sound, and I can hear the directional footsteps, which I didn't have on the 360 because I never had a headset for it. Now, one thing I did mention in the beginning, does it change by which game you go into play? Not exactly the iterations of Call of Duty, but can you use your same playstyle and then go play a game, say like Battlefield? Can you then go and use the same kind of game style when you go play Plants vs Zombies or Titanfall? So, you know, each different person, because of their different style, will be tailored to some sort of games. I know for the fact that when I go to Plants vs Zombies or Loadout, I definitely cannot use the same kind of playstyle that I used in Black Ops 2, unless you're using the pea shooter, but that's still not exactly the same because of the health aspect. You cannot tailor it, but I'd want to play the same kind of way. I really do. I still want to go and play methodically. I want to be able to use the long lines of sights and get a couple of hits off as they're running away from me or running towards me, and then finish them off at close range. I still want to do that because that is just who I am, and it doesn't work because I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with certain games where you cannot do the same kind of things as you would in a Call of Duty or a Battlefield. Now, do you have them same kind of stumbling blocks as I've just mentioned? do you have this stage where you get to that you think, shit, I've got to break down my entire playstyle, or I've got to think about, shit, I can't do this, I'm just going to have to start and learn again? Does it get to that stage with you? Because I know for me, sometimes it does. It definitely does in loadout, because I cannot play the same way as I do in any kind of normal game. It's just cluster, cluster, cluster. So thank you very much, guys, for listening. I've been the Snapper Raccoon. Please let me know what your playstyle is on Call of Duty's Battlefields, or whatever kind of shooter games that you play. Do you have to change it, or don't you? Are you just one of these people that can just turn your hand to any kind of FPS because that is the game you love to play? And please enjoy this outro.
Super Hind ready for deployment. Kill confirmed. Friendly Hind incoming.
You're a wizard.
Raccoon! Why don't you sit down?